we move on to react to some of the top headlines going on in the soccer world. And we start off with Rafael Varane. He has announced his retirement from football, age 31 years old. He signed with Como this for the season in July, but he injured his knee during his first appearance with the club and Italian Cup match against Sampdoria, and it's led him to make this shock retirement at this early age of 31. Varane wrote on social media, he said, "In my career, I have taken on many challenges, rose to the occasion after occasion. Almost all of it was supposed to be impossible. Reflecting on these moments, it is with immense pride and a feeling of fulfillment that I'm announcing my retirement from the game that we love." Like, I knew Varane, he wasn't really in it for the long haul in football when he retired from France international football. I believe he was age 29 after the 2022 World Cup. This is a player that I never could see him playing to his 40s and all that. We saw the comments also he had on Manchester United regarding just how many games being played and all that. And yeah, he's and it's he's been around for a while, so it seems like he's had like a very, very long career because he started playing in the ranks of Real Madrid at 18, 19 years old. So he does have a long time being in the top light of world football. But yeah, he's a great center half. Really good ability. He was good on the ball. He was very important for the French team that won the World Cup. Very important for Real Madrid and the teams that won 3 straight Champions Leagues as well. He has a lot of, despite only being 31 years old at retirement, there's a lot on his CV, a lot on his resume. I'm talking Champions Leagues, World Cups, La Ligas. He's completed football, and he's been an important part. He's been the starting center half of all those teams as well. Part of the heart and soul of that defense. Defensively very, very solid. He wasn't that physical sort of center half that Sergio Ramos was, but he did all the other things, all the important things. He did defend, and he didn't do the dirty work, but he was just a very good defender. You didn't beat him on set pieces. You wouldn't dribble past him. He had the pace to recover. He had a very good positional awareness. He wasn't rash as well as we see other center halves could be. He was very measured in the way he went about it. Didn't get caught out of position. Always at the right place at the right time. He was a leader as well. The defense looked better with him being in it. Other defenders were a little bit more confident and more willing to be that little bit more aggressive with the assurance that having Varane behind you as well. And we know the way France plays under Deschamps, the reliance of that important defensive nature to them. He's a huge part of that defensive identity that Deschamps has built within that French team. He's the biggest part of that. The insurance of knowing that Varane is back there allowed them to play a little bit more counter-attacking because they did have the defense to be comfortable being under pressure. And yeah, he's a great player, and it's a shame too. Age 31. I do think he still had more years left in him. Especially if he wanted to, if he was really like committed and dedicated. The way Ronaldo was. I'm not saying he wasn't dedicated or anything. Obviously he was, but if he was dedicated to having that long career, I really think 31 years old is so young, and he could have accomplished so much more. That's the thing, and his accomplishments right now are still unbelievable. Just think about what more he could have done. He could have won down as one of the best center halves of all time. He could be in that Maldini realm if he could have had that more longevity of a career, because the trophies would have just kept him piling up as well. But to each his own. Obviously he has his own objectives. He probably has a family as well, And but yeah, great career for him, and I'm really happy that he's able to, you know, enjoy his retirement. You know, it's a lot of sacrifice being a football player. Obviously, it's a lot of sacrifice being an athlete in general. So, you know, I'm happy for him. Carabao Cup. They had a draw for the Carabao Cup, and we see some that has an interesting clash created. City will take on Tottenham in the fourth round. City will travel to Tottenham. You also have Liverpool, who's won this trophy now 10 times. They will take on Brighton as well. And Arsenal will go to Preston North End to face off against them. United will take on the Carabao Cup. The United will take on Leicester City. United are actually the 2023 Carabao Cup. 2020, no, last year they won the Carabao. No, last year they won the FA Cup. The year before that, so yeah, the 2023 Carabao Cup winners. They get to play Leicester City at Old Trafford, and then Villa will go away to Crystal Palace. And there's still, Chelsea still remaining to figure out who they'll be playing. Wimbledon were supposed to play against Newcastle. That game was postponed because of flood, so that game needs to be replayed. And then Brentford, they play Sheffield United, and Southampton take on Stoke. So yeah, FIFA on Wednesday cautioned fans that are purchasing tickets for the 2026 World Cup from unofficial ticketing sites to respond to a request that for comment from ESPN about speculative tickets from reselling ticket websites in the United States and Mexico. FIFA came out saying in a statement to ESPN, tickets for the 26th FIFA World Cup will be sold exclusively via FIFA.com/tickets, with sales expected to begin in late 2025. FIFA advises all fans wishing to attend the tournament to only purchase tickets from official sources and to be wary of unofficial ticketing sites claiming to be already selling tickets. Fans wishing to receive information on how to apply for 26 FIFA World Cup tickets can register at FIFA.com/tickets and follow the simple registration instructions. FIFA will keep registered fans up to date with the latest news and information on the 26 FIFA World Cup tickets. Mourinho, the chosen one, had a little bit of frustration. The Fenerbahce coach on Wednesday, he didn't attend the post-game news conference after they lost to Galatasaray in the Istanbul derby because he felt disrespected. Because he had to apparently wait for more than an hour to speak to the journalists. Mourinho was frustrated, saying, "In 24 years of football, I never in my life escaped from a press conference, especially after a defeat. I never had fear of any journalist, any question, or any press conference. So it wouldn't be with you that I was going to change my way of being." But yeah, that's interesting developments there. I'm not really well informed on what's exactly going on in the Turkish league, so I'm not gonna have much comments there. But thank you guys for tuning into the GSMC Soccer Podcast presented by the GSMC Sports Network. Your support means a lot to us. So please remember to subscribe to the show and leave a positive review. It really does make a difference. We also invite you to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram for more content and updates. So thank you once again and have a wonderful, wonderful day.